Welcome to part 8 of my Volkswagen Caddy conversion. Today we are sorting out all of the electrics and the wires for the van, linking everything to the leisure battery, then to the split charger into the bonnet where the battery is of the van. We wanted to make sure that the lights worked okay, and that the split charger means that I won't drain the actual battery in the van. To be able to find a good place to put the wire through, we did have to take the actual van battery out of the bonnet. My dad used his brain for this as I would have no clue where to start. It was a little tricky but fairly easy to do. This just meant that we could see where we were actually going to cut through. Whilst my dad did this, I wanted to sort out some of the scuffs on the van. These were done by the previous owners, so I just wanted to give them a bit of a touch-up of paint. As I do have plans to eventually wrap the van, so this can be a bit of a bodge job for now. I just needed to sand it first. The grille of my van is slightly broken, so I have ordered one and it should be on its way soon. We found some more snails and spider webs in the bonnet. I was not going to go near these. My dad removed the battery. Some people have asked about the sliding door rail. You can open and close the door just fine as it curves into the van. Now that the battery's out, we had to go underneath the passenger side. We managed to make a hole with the screwdriver, and then we got the cable ready to go through. This is the hole we went through just above the wires. We pulled this through until it got to the back of the seat. Now we just tucked it up underneath the side just to be out of the way. My dad brushed the battery off and put it back in the bonnet. He just needed to put the split charger on now and connect it all together. I helped a bit with putting the trim back on and being the holder of the screws. Dad getting a feature in the video. He carried on with that whilst I sanded all of the scratches on the van. There's quite a few, but they're dotted about, so this was quite easy to do. Now I just had to shake the paint and then just go round and touch up everywhere. It's definitely a work of art, but from afar you can't actually see it. There were some scuffs on the front of the van too. Everything is now wired up and the lights are working. I'll use the leisure battery for charging my phone and also the spotlights. I did some touch-ups in the back doors of the van. Now we just needed to make sure the van was actually running okay, and that the lights worked and the USB ports. We put the bed in last time, so we just needed to bolt this down to the floor. My dad did knock over his whole box of screws. I added some bunting and some extra pictures. Just adding some extra colour, as I'll probably decorate mostly when I've got the side unit in. Dad tested out the bed and had a little snooze. The cushions are really comfy. I then cleaned up and polished the metal strip that goes above the sliding door. We screwed this in, and then this was the end of today. There's only 70 days to get the van ready for Glastonbury Festival.